What's going on, everyone? Behind me is my gaming setup. As you'll notice, I only have one 27-inch monitor set up because I don't have room for a second. Just past my Illidan statue here is my computer, and right behind me is the other wall. And because of the way that I have my monitor sitting up on this ledge, I can't even mount a vertical monitor because then I end up hitting the shelf. And I've wanted to be able to game, but still be able to keep up with my social media and stuff like that, and I haven't been able to. So my solution for the space issue is this: the Galaxy Tab A7 Lite. Now, I'm not big on tablets. I barely use my phone, but I think this will work out well. I'm gonna have it set up in this section right here. I even snagged a little mount for it. And this way, anything that I do on a regular basis, like YouTube, and I'm working on my Instagram and Twitter, if I actually start streaming, which is something I'm thinking about this year, I can keep track of all of that right here. Let's get in the box and see what we've got. I chose this tablet because it was relatively affordable. Boxes tape, need a knife. As I was saying, I went with this tablet because it was relatively inexpensive, relatively new, and had relatively good reviews, which was good for me because I wasn't planning on going too high end because I wanted to see what the use case for a situation like this was. It says Samsung on it in case you forgot. All right, little cloth pouch. Yeah, that's glued. It's weird. It's fine, but it's weird. I wasn't expecting that. All right. It is clean. Very sharp looking. Single front and single rear camera. Dual speakers, top and bottom. People I've heard review that said they are actually pretty good. USB-C at the bottom, and then I'm assuming this is power and volume on the side, though it's not marked. This is not a version that supports a SIM card. Everything I do on this is going to be on my local Wi-Fi. I wonder if this thing has an initial charge. Let's find out. Maybe if I hold it. Ooh. Okay, power button, powered by Android. Samsung Galaxy, and we wait. So this startup process is happening for the first time. Starts up at 60% battery and has a welcome. Yes, English, United States, yes it is. A few legal items to review. Terms and conditions, privacy policy, sending of diagnostic data. I hate these, they're so long, they expect you to read everything. Diagnostic data says optional, but still doesn't give you an option here to opt out. Next, choose a Wi-Fi network. Close your eyes. We are connected to Wi-Fi. Let's see if this is the volume here on the side. It is. So when you're looking at the tablet, on your right-hand side, power's on the top. Volume up and down is the button right below it. Getting your tablet ready. This may take a few minutes. So magic of editing. I'm just kidding. We all know I can't edit. But while that is updating, let's take a look and answer the question, what's in the box? If you lift this top part, this quick start guide falls out. Maybe we didn't need that? Underneath, you'll notice a small pin. While this doesn't have a SIM card, you can expand the memory on it. And then in this little pouch down below is your USB charger in white. I don't know why they went with white. It's not a white tablet. I do not have a white setup, but they thought, you know what? Let's give them a white one. All right, what do we have now? Copy apps and data. So I keep my laptop and my phone separate from my gaming computer and stuff like that. I don't share emails, don't share accounts. I like to keep everything separate. I'm not even sure why. It's just the way I've done it for so long. I enjoy doing that. So my YouTube channel, or my YouTube account rather, that I have connected to the TV in the living room is not the channel that you're watching on right now here. My social media, totally separate from what I do here. So we're not copying anything. And that's what this part is here. So don't copy. Just a sec, checking info. I have decent sized hands and I can grasp the tablet. It feels large, but okay. All right, so we're signing into the Google account now. Back up to Google Drive. Decline. Use location. Decline. Allow scanning. Decline. Send usage and diagnostic data. Decline. And hit accept because we have to. Protect your tablet. You have face recognition, pattern, pin, word. I'm going to be skipping this as well because there's no reason for this to ever leave the house, let alone my game room. It's asking, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Skip anyway. Won't be able to prevent others, so on and so forth. I know, they better keep their grubby hands off it. Just a sec, your assistant will be right with you. This is the Google Assistant. No thanks. If I ever have enough money to hire an assistant, I'll do that. As much as I love and use tech, I'm not big on big tech getting into my business. It gives you the option to sign in with a Samsung account. I'm going to select continue with Google. I'm going to cancel because I don't need Samsung getting into all of my other stuff now too. I don't have a Samsung account. Don't need one. At least I don't feel like I need one, at least not right now. So I'm going to cancel that and I'm going to skip the Samsung account altogether. Skip out on all this, question mark? Samsung Cloud, Spotify, Find My Mobile, Galaxy Store, Samsung Internet, Samsung Plus. Skip, please. Don't like the bells and whistles. But that's it. You're all set up. relatively painless, and here we are. This is our opening window. If you have any other form of Android device, most likely your phone, this is exactly the same. So let's see. On the side, we have our mass Google icon. Let's select there. Let's select YouTube. We're loading. Now, in its defense, it does seem to be running up at the top here, multiple downloads, and it's updating for the first time. So that first little bit, not as snappy, and I get it. Oh, did you hear that? Oh, who's that little icon at the top there? Who's that? Not TikTok. I meant, never mind. Let's select it. Oh, it's my account. Let's go to my channel. Bam! Look at that. Let's select a video about brushing scams and see what those speakers sound like. And I didn't see any purchases that I knew that I hadn't made. My wife checked hers as well. We share a checking account, so I went through our charges, and there was nothing within the last week that I couldn't explain. A couple more days went by, and I received a third package. So I went to the UPS store and I asked them, can you look at this tracking number and tell me anything about it? The short answer was no. So I had to do a little research myself and found out that I was part of a brushing scam. Here's the short version of how a brushing scam works. You either have a new seller on Amazon or a seller with a new product with little to no rating. So the speakers are pretty loud, and the quality for what it is sounds pretty good. Now, I'm not sure what the quality is like between the speakers here and the microphone that you're picking up, so you're probably not going to hear it exactly the way I am. But again, for what it is, for what we spent, and it was on sale, it's not bad. Now, my YouTube channel, again, the one that you're watching this on, I do not subscribe to anything. And so YouTube is always trying to figure out what it is that I want to watch. So as soon as I watch one video, they just dump everything else on there. So I go down these crazy rabbit holes, anything from robot battles to hoof trimming, which is a thing. But if we look at the menu down below, it does come through pretty well and really not a lot of lag. And that's while it's still updating. I'm expecting better performance once it's all said and done. But while I've got you, let's take a look at this. This is the That brand, and I probably snagged this off of Amazon, if not eBay. Open the box. Small stand inside a small bag. It's all folded up. Here's your base with the feet on it, and I think that also acts a bit of a counterweight. There's some natural resistance there to hold it, not too tight, but it will hold a tablet. And then the same thing there. So on the back, you actually don't have to make any adjustments. You set it to where you want it. These feet are spring-loaded, come right down. Contrast against my desk is terrible. Can't see it with this lighting. Let me do this. There we go. That's a lot better. So this is adjustable, and you can set this either way. You can set it on its side, or you can set it vertically. We're gonna be setting it vertically. Now, there is nothing to keep it from falling forward, but this mount is wide enough, and with those feet there, that it's not gonna fall backwards. So there is a little, I'm actually pushing on it. So the give that you're seeing, I am trying to apply force. Let's go back to YouTube. The screen is very responsive, so it doesn't require a lot of force. And there's a little spring to it. What they end up doing through a third. There's a little spring to it, but it's not bad. And this is going to sit up here. I didn't know what to expect as far as what it would look like up there. And you know what? It's not too bad. I could honestly get used to that. Obviously, I can't have it sitting completely vertical. Otherwise, it'll just fall right out. But yeah, I don't seem to be having any problems with that at all. So right out of the gate, I like it. Will I hate it after using it a while? Maybe. But like I said, the use case for this, for what I'm doing, should be just fine. And I'll find out in a bit, but I shouldn't have any problem running a power cord there. But that's it for the Galaxy Tab A7 Lite and my plans for its use case. If you're into tablets, what did you think of this one? And should I have gotten something better or different from around this price point? If I'm remembering correctly, I'm pretty sure I got it on sale for $120, $130. And at the time of filming, I believe this model's less than a year old. But let me know what you think, like I said, and if this is a good alternative to a second monitor, especially with the space that I have. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye.